hope everyone's having a good day. It is Thursday, and we are playing our triumphant return to Satisfactory is what we're doing today. And Ninjality suggested make sure our video settings are turned up. So it looks like everything's on Ultra. So I think since I reinstalled on a new Windows with our new video card, I think it automatically set it to the highest setting since our graphics card upgrade is way better than my old graphics card. So, but I hope everyone's having a good day. We haven't played Satisfactory for like a month, maybe a little longer. Our last time we played Satisfactory, it was a short stream in the middle of all my Christmas caroling where we did some seasonal Christmas decoration creation or something that was going on in the game. So we have a little bit of leftover snowmen and candy canes from that Christmas event. Reinstall, reset the settings. Check the VSync. Okay. Check VSync. Where is VSync? VSync is off. Do we want it on or off? If I turn it on, it says this prevents screen tearing. I don't know if I turn it on. Okay, all right. All right, we now have VSync. So what's up, Grima? How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Oh, and I have a I have a candy cane in my hand as a weapon. I forgot about that. Xeno Basher. That I think the damage is the same on these, right? Yeah, so I don't need my Xeno Basher right now. Do we have a storage somewhere I can throw some extra? I have a lot of extra Xeno Bashers on me, apparently. What do I have? I thought I had even another one. Okay. It's candy cane to whip the workers, you know it. Because we have our giant ziggurat pyramid with chains on it to, you know, keep it from flying off into space. And last time we played, we created, I wonder if we can see it from here. We created a new factory making supercomputers. It's way off in the distance. Yeah, it's that building way over there. And we have our porta potty colored factories over here. But they're totally not porta potties. You're doing good, Grima. Your normal grocery store is closed because of renovation. You had to go to another, and that sucks. Change sucks. I know that feeling. But we have this is supercomputers. So this is our we have supercomputers, heat sinks, and cooling systems that are being made at that new factory. And apparently our train that goes around and picks them up has only made 1 or 2 deliveries. So this is our final big project we completed, and all of those supercomputers being here is a good sign. The next thing I need to build is actually I need to get a factory going for turbo motors, I think it is. But before I do that, I want to figure out what I want to do with this, because last time we played, I started a new level because I ran out of space down here for our all of our train stations. So this is all that down there is storage for everything the train station's bring in. I think I need to build a storage for the output for these items that we're bringing in. So I think we're going to start with doing that today. And I have a pillar here, so let's maybe build a pillar support. So it looks like it's not just floating, which it kind of is just floating, but that's fine. Thank you for the gifted sub, Madman. I appreciate that. What's up, Zach Dog? Apparently, Bloons Tower Defense 6 is adding a roguelike mode via DLC, which is interesting but looks fun. Oh, that is pretty crazy. That's cool. Been a while since I've played some Bloons Tower Defense. Nice, fun, chill game. See how many of these there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the pillar. Okay, so 5 of those. Zoop mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that. And then we build our foundation in Zoop mode, and this will be where our storage is. And actually, don't I have a blueprint for lag? Pretty sure I had a blueprint for the base. Okay, I think I need to put it on a bar here. So Q blueprints. Oh no, my blueprints aren't saved. Oh, score one for what's Madman's favorite game? Factorio. Apparently your blueprints aren't saved. I would have to, because I have a new install on a new Windows, my blueprints aren't here. I don't even know. I'll have to find where the file is saved or blueprints. Oh god. Looks pretty damn good now. The game does with the new settings. Nice. I don't know if I'm telling a difference, but I will take your word for it. That looks good. Factorio blueprints are also janky. Well, it's crazy. I didn't have to do anything special to get all my saved games loaded. My saved games were just here. But apparently blueprints are not saved the same way, unfortunately. Sir Matt will surpass Sir Shogi for gifted. Sir Shogi drops massive sub bombs. It's insane. Yeah, so does Nietzsche, and I think Fred and a couple others do as well. We have some really crazy generous people that hang around here. That's for certain. That's for sure certain. Okay. It's our first storage area we've built on this new. There's basically a tower of trains that we're building here. Okay, I think this will give us enough space for storage. Yeah, it should. You help me recover the blueprints? They should be in my user folder on old system. Okay, well, first of all, I gotta figure out where I'm moving them. So, okay. Time for everybody's favorite game, Windows Explorer. Let's find it on this computer first. So if I go to this PC, probably gonna be on my game library where I installed Steam apps, Common, Satisfactory. Assume it's gonna be in this kind of folder here. All right, you just gave me something. So let's go to, well, let's just go here. And we go to our old, where is Satisfactory? I think it might actually be on this one, maybe. Steam library, Steam apps. Oh, it's under users app data. Is that right? Well, gosh. Okay, so that would be on probably this one. Users. App data. App data is not showing up. I think that means there's hidden files in this folder. How do I make that? Properties, security. Yeah, it's a hidden folder. How do you get hidden folders to show? Advanced. View. Show hidden items. There we go. Thank you. All right, app data. It's probably local. Factory game. Saved. Save games. Blueprints. Okay, cool. So if I copy this and then go back here, and it's going to be on the app data, and this. Actually, it's probably going to be on new Windows users. This app data, local, factory game, saved. Under save games, save games. Okay, paste. I'm guessing I probably have to reload the game for it to be able to read that, right? Let's just check. That's not the right button. What does even frickin' build? Oh my gosh, I just did it earlier. Oh, I'm out of practice. How do you build stuff in this game? F. There it is. No, that's deconstruct. Q. There it is. Blueprints. Okay, let me save my game and reload it, and let's see if that does it. There. Because I do want my, exit to main menu. I do want my blueprints available. Lighting and overall sharpness is definitely looks better now compared to the older streams. Okay. I'll take your word for it, Ingelity. I think it looks better too, but you know, it's been a month, so it's been a month. Maybe I have to restart my entire game, actually. Probably going back to the main menu won't do it. Alright. F is a universal command for F for respects. What I may end up doing is just not worry about blueprints right now. Loading the game actually takes a minute. So I might do that on our first break. Let it reload the game on our first break. Let's see if this worked, perchance. Q. Beautiful, there it is. That worked. And now I have undefined. I think I have. Didn't I just? Yeah, 5x5 swell. Oh, and they're in here. There it is. It was on my bar already. Okay, cool. That fixed it. Awesome. All right. Yes, thank you, Stan. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's figure out how did I do this before. We did 2 outputs for these guys. We did something like this. No, we did something like this to figure out where the thing went. Right there. And then I think we did that. And then we did that. And then we go up here to there, something like that. There, let's check if that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, that looks right. Beautiful. Oh, you've been through that process a few times? I can tell. I have experience, man. And even though I don't have anything in here yet, this is probably, once I get turbo motors built, I'll probably use this train to pick them up, depending on where the turbo motor factory will be. But that turbo motors is going to be a long-term project, like our supercomputers was. So that will be we'll probably start that today after we get other stuff going. After we get storage here, I'm going to have to use a Satisfactory production planner, calculator, whatever it's called, to get that set up. All right, so all these guys are going up. Beautiful. Now we want storage for these guys. If I remember correctly, let me see how I did this before. Yeah, we had it lined up on this row right here. And let me see how I want to do this. So I want to line it up on this row with this guy right here. Something like this, I think. So that guy straight in. Does that look right? No, it's 1 over, actually. It is 1 over. It's right here. Okay. That guy right there. Centered. And let's see if that looks good. Beautiful. And then the ones next to it will be... go that direction. That direction. That direction. That direction. That direction. That direction. And that direction there. You have the folder saved as a shortcut on your desktop. That's how much you've had to deal with that, huh? That's funny. All right, I think the way we do this is I put 1 there, 1 there, like that. Which makes it weird because it means these 2 storages are 2 different items, but that's fine. Most of the other ones have been all the same item in a row. This one's new in that I'm using... I have multiple different items coming in one train, but they are very complicated items all being made in the same factory, so... Alright, heat sinks there. These are cooling systems, okay. I don't know why that's turning yellow sometimes. And let's see if I can figure out the spacing on this last one we want to do. It's going to be something like... one over. I think it's like there, even though I don't have an item coming out of here. Eventually, I think I'm going to have turbo motors coming there. Does the game run smoothly for me? It looks like it lags a bit here and there. I'll be honest, it lagged so much previously that it feels better to me. It actually feels like it's lagging less. But I have a feeling this game is always going to lag. Yeah, like there was a little bit of a hitch there because it's always loading in thousands of objects. Because all those objects on those belts over there, as I move, are getting loaded and unloaded. So I think there's always going to be a little bit of lagginess there. All right, so we're moving supercomputers here. We're moving heat sinks here. And we're moving cooling systems here. I'm not actually using these for anything yet, but what I am going to do is our next milestone, maybe not milestone, particle enrichment thing. I have everything except the turbo motors, so let's see, I need fused modular frames, cooling systems, and quick wire. So fused modular frames, need 100 of those. Quick wire, we need 1,000 of that. 1,000 of that, and then how many? What do we need? 200 cooling systems. 200 of those. All right, so let's put all those things in there. Oh, I need a 2,500 quick wire. One more stack there. All right, and then turbo motors is the last thing we need, and that's going to be a huge, huge, crazy build. One more point for Factorio. It's true. Factorio is missing a dimension and doesn't quite have the same graphic fidelity, so it does have less lag. That is true. All right, so what I want to do, I think, is I have that storage set up. Again, I'm not taking these items anywhere. So I think I'm just going to leave them in the storage up here until I figure out where I want to take these and if I want to do anything with them. Because supercomputers will probably be needed in some builds And we're making like 10 a minute, I think. Our crazy build was all just to make 10 a minute supercomputers, I believe. Let me fill in a little bit of... a little bit of the foundations here. Okay. You'd actually say Factorio graphics are glorious. A world of difference from earlier versions anyway. Well, I'm not saying Factorio graphics are bad, because they're not, but they're not going for the, like, you know, semi-realistic graphics that an in-person, first-person shooter type game is going for, you know. Factorio could have gotten away with less fidelity and would have still been enjoyable. But it's also insanely optimized. Yeah, that's true. I'm actually looking forward to... My plan is to start Factorio DLC tomorrow, although I'll have to start a game pre-DLC. All right. I think I can't put it off any longer. If I want the next project, it's turbo motors to build. Let me look through, before I pull up the Satisfactory calculator and production planner, let me look... So I pulled up, this is what turbo motors need. Which cooling systems, radio, this is going to be a pretty complicated build. Which turbo motors are going to need to be used for these thermal propulsion rockets, which I think is what our next milestone is going to need. I think I have everything automated here except turbo motors and these fuel rods, because I haven't done any uranium stuff yet. So thermal propulsion rockets, turbo motors, and uranium fuel rods, I think, are the only things, since we have supercomputers automated now, that we need to automate. So turbo motors is the next big project. Especially with the HD mod pack, they kind of do when it comes to machines. Oh, we tried to talk about how they're photorealistic in Factorio. They did change how the game works pre-DLC. You're used to HD textures from SE. For you, it looks better than Satisfactory even. Okay, all right. All right, so how do I want to go about this? I'm going to need a bunch of... I'm going to need a bunch of alternate recipes to make this turbo motor thing, I think. So if I want to make 10 turbo motors a minute, if that's what, like, my goal wants to be. All right, let me close these things here. Pull up this. Go to Satisfactory calculator. Production planner. Let's do what a smart Satisfactory gamer does and plan a build. So our outputs, turbo motors, and it doesn't look like there's... Oh, there are different builds, alternate recipes. So the default one, let's check what the default one is so I can compare. We're going to be on this screen for a while, probably, chat. So I know we're playing Satisfactory, but sometimes playing Satisfactory is like playing Path of Exile. You play Path of Building more than you play Path of Exile. So 24 rubber a minute, 2 radio control units, 4 motors, and 4 cooling systems. And it's all that stuff. So let's look at what some alternate turbo motors are. We have turbo electric motor. I haven't finished my thesis for Path of Exile. True. Still working on that, you know. Okay, what does this one take? This one takes motors, rotors, radio control units, and electromagnetic control rods. What do those take? Stators and AI limiters. Huh. I wonder if this is getting rid of like a aluminum requirement. No, it still has aluminum. Maybe this doesn't need oil. This needs deuterium. No, it still needs some oil. What's up, Crumpet? Are we going nuclear? Eventually. Not quite yet. We got to get turbo motors and maybe one or two more things before we go nuclear. Nuclear. Turbo electric motors. I'm not sure if I like this one better than the other one. Let's see what pressure motors are. Pressure motors. Pressure conversion cube. The hell's a pressure conversion cube? This takes motors, stators, and packaged nitrogen gas. This looks like a good one. But I don't know if I have pressure conversion cubes unlocked. Do I have that recipe? Oh, lag. Okay, because it's saving. A pressure conversion cube. Huh. I might have to look up what unlocks that, because I wonder if that's a higher tier of tech, because I don't think I've even heard of that before. Let me go look in my, I have a bunch of hard drives saved. What's my autosave on right now, by the way? I don't want it saving every minute. Autosave is every 5 minutes. Let's go 10. And we're going to hope with our new Windows install... Okay, I can probably just type in 10. And our new graphics card that hopefully we won't have any crashes. We were having crashes still randomly before our fresh install. So, all right, hard drives. I have 3 hard drives available. Different motor thing. Radio control system. Heat exchanger. Electrode circuit board. Uranium film unit. So I don't have... What is that thing called? Pressure conversion cube. Satisfactory pressure conversion cube. Late game component used for late game recipes. Tier 8 particle enrichment. Don't I already have particle enrichment? Oh, I don't. That's what I need turbo motors for. I need turbo motors to unlock the better turbo motor thing. Interesting. Well, I wonder if I want to do a... Because if I want to do a permanent turbo motor build, I do want the best build I can. So I wonder if I want to actually use this build, manually do the 50 turbo motors I need to unlock that tech. How much do I like this build better? Do I like it better? I guess it's all about the resources. We need aluminum. We need oil. We need packaged nitrogen. Not very much, though, it seems. Limestone. Coal. We need a little bit of steel. The pressure cube is built in a special machine you call the Spinny Whizzer. Pressure conversion cubes in an assembler. Manufacturer blender. I have the blender. But so let's get these turbo motors. Let's get 50 turbo motors by hand started. Which I'll figure out what I need and I can just throw it in. I kind of have this thing set up for that already. I'm gonna have to clear out these things here. Do I have enough space? Almost. What do I want to do with all this junk? Is there any junk I can throw in here? I don't want to trash too much. I need just a random storage to throw junk right now, so it's temporary, chat. Remember that thing about everything being temporary? It's totally temporary. Let me throw some silicone in here. I definitely don't need this many AI limiters, probably. All right, let's go change this recipe. Actually, I probably need to... What was this making before? I think this was making supercomputers. So I want to grab all these out of here. There, so that should be all clear. Change this to the basic turbo motor one, and I need 50. So cooling systems, radio control units, motors, and rubber. All right, so if I need 50... is that making 2 per? 4 times 50. Okay, the rubber's going to be the big one. 24 times 50. 24 times 50 equals 1,200 rubber. Okay, well, we'll get it started here. All the rubber. 4 cooling systems times 50. 200 of those, and I have those up here. Somewhere. Those are heat sinks. Those are supercomputers. Those are cooling systems, right? Yes, 1, 2. 200 of those. How is Satisfactory with the new graphics card? Well, Ninjality is saying it looks much better. It feels like it's running smoother to me, and I think it looks better, but I don't know. It's been like a month since I've played, so it's hard for me to tell. Radio control units, 2 times 50 is 100, so I need 100 of those. Radio control units, 100 of those guys. Whoops, there we go. And then 4, so we need 200 cooling, 200 motors. So 100 and 200 there. All right, so you making those? You're making those. Where are these going? Do I have a storage thing here for this? Oh yeah, it'll actually go into that. That's fine. So I'm going to need a little more rubber. I didn't have quite enough rubber. Has this refilled yet? I don't know that my rubber production is... Or at least whatever's going into my, what are these things called? Into my dimensional depot is super fast or not. You were actually thinking of the nuclear pasta. Okay. Alright, so that's manually making turbo motors. This will take a while. Let's speed it up, though. Oh, I should summer sloop this. And speed it up. There we go. That'll save us some materials and it'll speed it up. And that means we probably have enough rubber with summer sloops in there. Yay for summer sloopage and power shards. So that's going to make about 10 a minute. So if I need 50, that's about 5 minutes. That won't take too long. Cool. So we'll just chill out over here while that's making. And we're going to figure out what alternate recipes we want to use for this crazy build. So now the question is, do I actually want these pressure motors? I guess what I could do is kind of look at how complicated the build is and decide from there. My thought process for maybe wanting to do this is, let's see, nitrogen gas is pretty easy. Conversion cubes is fused modular frames. That is... guess not too super crazy. Stators and motors are pretty basic. The electric motors... Motors, electromagnetic control rods. Are those difficult? AI limiters, quick wire. This needs silica, quartz for silica. It's really like what takes the fewest materials, I guess. We have leftover oil residue in this one. I don't know if I like this electromagnetic control rod one. Let's go back to the very original one and see how that one compares. This one looks like it's got a lot of complicated steps. Yeah, this one needs rubber. Radio control units, motors, cooling systems I know are very complex. Yeah, I don't think I want this original one, I think. I think maybe the pressure motor is the best one. Even though it looks more complex over here. Let me see. Aluminum casings, radio control units, the fused modular frames. I mean, all of these are complex, obviously. We do need a little bit of plastic, but not too much. A little limestone. Heavy modular frames. Okay, so now the difficult part. I want to make 10 a minute. And I want to use alternate recipes, I think. So, inputs. Can I change? How do I do, is it options? Yeah, alternate recipes. So, what, like maybe there might be a better radio control unit recipe. Isn't there a way to look up all your recipes? There's like a way to look up your recipes somewhere, right? Where is it? Is it, how do I get into, how do I do the math? What's the little search thing here? How do I do math on stream in this game? Controls, keybinds. In codex, oh. I think it's that. This, okay. So I can look for radio control units. And I have 2 recipes. And I have another one available here. Actually, I'm gonna get this other one that I have available. Where is it? This one. Radio control system. Select that one. So now if I go into here, I have all the alternate recipes. So this one does use rubber. This one uses quartz. This one uses heat sinks. Man, I don't know if any of these recipes are better than the original one. They just make them faster. Oh, is N? Yeah, N's that button. Thank you. Thank you for that. I watch FTL. So I feel like this recipe looks the easiest, but heat sinks, aluminum and copper. Okay, maybe heat sinks aren't that bad. High-speed connectors. Yeah, I definitely don't want to have to do a computer build. And anything that has to do with doing a bunch of rubber is always annoying. I think I like this one. I think I like radio connection unit. Let's use this alternate recipe. Radio connection unit. How do I change this? Radio. No, alternate recipes, converter recipes. Radio connection unit. There we go. See how that changes things. Okay. It's still using the turbo pressure motor. Okay. All right. So Let's do this. We got to do this like one piece at a time here. That was the different radio connection unit here. Quartz crystal. I probably want to use the alternate recipe for quartz crystal, which is the pure quartz crystal. I think this is just always better. You don't have to mine as much quartz for this. So pure quartz crystal recipe. Pure quartz crystal we use. He thinks are okay. HSC are a pain. What are HSC? Let me see where we are. So that's this. High-speed connectors. Okay. The radio connection units. And do I want a different heat sink recipe? Probably. I actually only have one recipe. I think I have another one unlocked. It's not too bad, the one, but let's see what our other options are for heatsink. Where is it? Heat exchanger. Uses rubber. Well, I don't think I'm ever going to want biocoal, so I'll select it anyway. But I don't think I'm going to actually want to use that one. Yeah, if it's anything that requires rubber, I probably don't want to mess with. This is just copper and aluminum, which is going to be simpler than doing an oil build for rubber. High-speed connectors was on one of the other alts I was looking at. Okay. So I didn't choose the one with the high-speed connectors that are pain, I think. Yeah, this one right. Actually, I did choose this one, didn't I? Heat sinks and high-speed connectors. That might be a little bit of a pain. What's up, Pseudo Drifter? Make those objects. We are. What I'm really trying to do is do a build where I have to do as little rubber as possible, oil or rubber stuff. So I think we do the basic heatsink. That's fine. Is there an alclad aluminum sheet one that I want to change? Alternate recipe. Nope, that one's the basic one. Okay. So I think we stick with that. Copper sheets. I think there's steamed copper sheets that we want to use. Yeah, they make them faster and use less copper, I believe. So steamed copper sheets. Okay. It looks like it's getting more complicated as we do this, but I think it's going to make the recipe simpler every time we do, or at least use fewer resources. So high-speed connectors. Let's see if there's a better recipe for high-speed connectors. There's silicon ones, which use silicon instead of cables. Wow, why does this alternate recipe seem worse? The alternate recipe uses more circuit boards and more quick wire, but I guess it uses less copper? Because you just do the silica? So this would use silicon instead. I think I like this recipe better, right? It does it faster. Uses fewer circuit boards. I'm probably gonna have to use an alternate circuit board recipe to avoid using plastic, to be honest. Do you make steamed copper sheets the same way you make steamed vegetables? Maybe so. Maybe so. Never made them myself. I think I use the regular high-speed connectors. Twice as much deuterium. Why? This says it's 56 quick wire, and this says it's 60 quick wire. Is you saying because if you use deuterium for the circuit boards? Oh, you're getting 2 a minute. I see. Or not 2 a minute. The production rate is slower, but you're getting 2 per the amount of resources. Ah. Okay. So it looks like it's using more quick wire, but it's actually using less because the output is double. Okay, I didn't notice the output being double. Okay, so this one is better. Okay, all right. So let's do the alternate silicon high-speed connector. More efficient with resources. So silicon high-speed connector. Okay. That's this guy. And then I probably want to use an alternate circuit board so I don't have to use plastic. Probably going to be the silicon ones since I'm already making silicon anyway. Yeah, I don't want to have to use more quick wire if I don't have to. I don't want to do plastic, so let's do silicon circuit boards. Silicon circuit boards there. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Thank you, Dermanus, for telling me that. Okay, so that's that. Let me see here. Radio connection units, heat sinks, outclad aluminum sheets. That's all normal. I'm going to be doing a different aluminum build. We do the... Oh, what is it we do for the aluminum? It's like sloppy aluminum, right? We do the normal aluminum scrap. We do pure aluminum ingots, sloppy alumina, and I think that's the combo we do. Is that right? Pure aluminum ingots and sloppy alumina. I think that's the more efficient, easier to process aluminum build. The sloppy aluminum, I'm waiting for the autosave. Sloppy aluminum and pure aluminum. Pure aluminum ingots. And then sloppy alumina. Sounds sloppy and unreliable. Well, you try to make some aluminum, then you let me know how that goes. You too will use sloppy alumina, I'm guessing. Okay. All right, let's see. So that's the high-speed connectors. Do we want to do a different... We definitely want pure deuterium. Pure deuterium just better. You'll just buy some. Yeah, if only. If only you could just buy the things. Okay, that always moves things around when you do this, too. Water. Pure quartz. There's the pure deuterium. Quick wire. Do we want to do a different quick wire build? I think there might be a better quick wire build than the base one. Fused quick wire. That uses some copper, but you get way more quick wire per deuterium. I guess the question is, am I okay with using copper? I'm going to be having to get copper for other things, I think, as well. So I probably do want to do this. It's right, Flirtin. It's Satisfactory Day. I probably do want to do fused quick wire. And Satisfactory Day means saddest calculator. The saddest calculator. Okay. All right, silica. We got the bauxite. That is a lot of aluminum we're going to be needing, it seems like. Where's the output of this going? Here. 3.22 Mark III miners of bauxite. That's a lot of aluminum. Holy shnikes. We're going to have to find a source of bauxite for this build, that's for sure. That we're not already using. That is a lot of bauxite. Is there any way to use less aluminum? Problem is how much aluminum we need. We need 1390 units a minute. That's being used in the smelters, and aluminum is needed for empty fluid tanks. Surely there's another way to do fluid tanks, although it probably isn't. It's oil-based. The casings for the fused modular frames. There are different fused modular frames build we want to use. We only have one currently. That's the one that's using everything up. Do I have... I don't think I've found an alternate to that. I should probably get my... I was waiting to do more alternate recipes till I unlock the next thing. I'm going to start one right now, actually. Because I might want the alternate fused modular frames. I don't know what it is. Let's look it up. Fused modular frames. Alternate. Heat fused frames. Still uses aluminum. And it uses... Wow, it uses fuel and nitric acid. Interesting. Oh, I need particle enrichment to even unlock this recipe, which that's the one I'm going for. Okay, can I cancel this? I don't think I can cancel that. Okay. Well, let me go see if we have our 50 turbo motors yet. Oh, why am I over here? It would be in this thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, that should unlock particle enrichment. I wonder if whoa, lag. There's the lag. I wonder if I unlock the next thing unlock the next tier while a hard drive is being researched. If it can unlock that next tier. Like, can I unlock the alternate fused modular frames with this going off now? I don't know.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator.
Delicious pasta.
The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact. Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways.
Okay.
On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
I'm very organized, Ada. Don't make fun of me. All right. All right. Well, we have completed everything except phase 4, which is getting into some other stuff. So we have now unlocked nuclear. The Spinny Whizzer is this unlock. The Spinny Whizzer, huh? Let's see what's new. Particle accelerator. Okay, I remember using this one for the first time on our last playthrough. Which I can just make. That's cool. We have unlocked a nuclear power plant. Okay. We have unlocked... Oh, I probably unlocked these outlets before, maybe. Anything else new here? No. Anything new in transport? No. Okay, so it looks like the main thing is the particle accelerator. So we have unlocked this bad boy. It uses electromagnetic fields to propel particles to very high speeds and energies. The specific design allows for a variety of processes, including matter generation and conversion. Warning, power usage is extremely high and unstable and varies per recipe. So we'll have to make sure our power is up to snuff here. The 10-minute timer is an FU wait system. It picks recipes once the timer ends, so I have a chance, if you recall, of getting something for what I just unlocked. Nice. So, because I have unlocked that next tier, this will have a chance of hopefully giving us the alternate turbo motor not turbo motor, heavy fused modular frames or whatever. How is my power holding up from my rocket fuel factory? You built nuclear because it was fun, not because you need the power. Let's see. So, blue line is... I think we're doing great. Is gray what we could theoretically use, or this is what we could produce? I can't remember what the different lines mean. I think blue line is the max possible usage, orange is what we're actually using, and this is what we're producing. I built a giant 144 rocket fuel power plant. I did. My production's at like 81,000. It's way... I don't know if you can see the tower from over here, but it's way over there. So yeah, our power is doing great. I might do a nuclear power plant just for funsies. I did that on my last run, so I might not want to do it for funsies because I don't know how fun it is. All right, so let's look at not fused modular frames, and I'm gonna maybe use the alternate recipe. I don't think nitric acid's very difficult. Fuel might be a little bit of a pain. Am I having to do oil for anything else? Iron ore, limestone. I've been mainly trying to avoid having to do any oil. But if I do that alternate recipe, I think fuel and nitric acid might take a little bit of oil. Let's see here. Man, messing with these recipes. Aluminum scrap, steel ingots, steel beams, and steel pipes are used in the heavy modular frames. Okay, is there an alternate heavy modular frame I want to use recipe? Because those are needed in the fused modular frames. The basic one, flexible, uses rubber. Heavy encased, I think, is what I was using before. Avoiding using screws is always nice. So I think maybe I want to do this recipe instead. Although it looks like it uses more steel. Well, does it? It's 36 per 3, where this is 20 per 1. So I think heavy encased frames is better. Heavy encased frames. Usually end up with a bit of leftover fuel in your plastic and rubber factories. True. This build, I'm currently trying to avoid doing any plastic or rubber. Heavy encased frames. And then encased industrial beams and modular frames, I think I usually do an alternate one. Encased industrial beams. What is more efficient with our steel? Is it pipes or beams? 3 steel for 2 pipes. 4 steel for 1 beam. And I think it's even with molded steel pipes, if we throw in some concrete, it's 1 steel per pipe. We probably want to use encased industrial pipe and molded steel pipe here. Encased industrial pipe. And then molded steel. Molded steel pipe. Is the idea to use the alt recipes to decrease the number of nodes? Yes. I want to be efficient because I'm building this factory, just like the supercomputer factory. I'm building this factory out in the world. And in the world, oftentimes the hardest thing is finding enough raw resources to create the thing. So like my supercomputer factory is way over here. I'm using, you know, these nodes all around it. I wanna limit or keep the number of nodes I need to mine from down is my goal here. I can make pipes directly from iron with no steel required. Is that more efficient use of resources? I don't think I have that recipe. Talking about steel pipes? Let me see if that one was one that I have somewhere here. Molded beams uses steel. Do I have iron pipes? Yes, I do actually. Is that better than the molded steel pipes? Because that was a 1-to-1 ratio on steel to pipe. This is 20 iron. This is 4 iron per pipe. What's the steel conversion? Iron to steel conversion. I think we use solid steel ingots. I think it's actually still more efficient to do what I did because 2 iron becomes 3 steel if we add some coal with it. So I am trying to do the recipes that require the fewest amount of resources, and so I think what I chose is better for that. I think. Where is all the piping stuff? Wire. I'm gonna have to do an alternate recipe on wire, I think. What is it? It's a simpler build. Well, I do like simpler builds, but I like using fewer resources more than I like simpler builds, if that makes sense, because it feels more efficient to me. Here it is. Industrial pipes, molded steel pipes, steel ingots. Okay, we're not using steel ingots, we're using solid steel ingots. Is there a pure steel ingot recipe? Okay, what did we just unlock? Not what I was looking for. Let's keep having these things do their thing. Such is the balance we need to achieve, yes. Aluminum beams. Is there any steel one that I haven't taken? Compacted steel ingots. Resources is the best thing to optimize for, in your opinion. Everything else, power machines, you just build more. It's not true of the resource nodes. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. The resource nodes are limited. Everything else you can just build more of. Do I want compacted steel ingots? That's 2 iron for 4 steel, but it uses compacted coal, so this needs sulfur. This needs sulfur. I don't think that's too bad. I might actually want to start using this for steel. It's a 1 to 2 ratio iron to steel. We just have to get some sulfur. What's the, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to compare here. I have been using solid steel, which 1 iron, whatever that's called, iron ore. So I don't know that fraction. 2 to 3, and this is 2 to 4, so it is better. And I don't have to smelt iron in this either. I think I do want to use this compacted steel ingot, even though I have to use sulfur. I think I like that better. How many resource nodes do I have left untouched? A lot, but they're all over the map. So, like, I think my biggest limiting factor for this current build I'm planning is aluminum. Because I've used most of the pure bauxite notes I have available to me. So, bauxite is probably going to be my limiting factor. There might be more aluminum out here I haven't scanned for. But aluminum, I think, apart from uranium, is the rarest resource on the map. Right? So, planning around being efficient with your aluminum, I think, is very important. Or your bauxite. Is there bauxite in the desert? There might be somewhere. I don't have a radar set up over there to scan for it. I have this radar tower scanning over here. And I don't see any in the radius of that. I probably have to check the Satisfactory map to see if there's any. This biome right here is a pain in the ass to get through, and there might be some in there. Although I did turn off aggroing spiders. The scary spiders attacked me last time I was here, so there might be some over there I can get access to. Maybe I can build my factory over here and get access to that. Anyway, let me continue what I'm working on here. So steel ingots. We're not doing steel ingots. I wanted to do compacted something. Compacted steel ingots. Let's change that. Compacted steel ingots. Okay. Reinforced iron plates, I definitely usually use a different alternate recipe. I basically use all sorts of different alternate recipes. All right, so there's compacted steel ingots, compacted coal. I think I have to use for that, yeah. We don't need too much sulfur for that, thankfully. All right, concrete. I think there's a pure concrete, isn't there? No, there's something with wet concrete, I think it's called. Wet concrete. We definitely want that. So that fixes the concrete. Yeah, because right now we need 3.22 Mark III miners of bauxite, and that's a lot. And I think that's a normal node. I think. Does anybody know if the calculator? I think it's considering you're mining from a normal node. I don't, or maybe that. I hope it's not from a pure node. Anyway, so what else do I want to do? I want to do. Where are the iron things? Copper ingots. There's pure copper, right? I think there's pure copper. Pure copper. Pretty sure I have pure copper, right? Yes, I have pure copper. Do I have pure iron? Yes, so I want to do both of those. Those are just the most efficient. And pure iron. I should just check these every time. Looks like no bauxite in the desert. Oddly enough, all the nodes seem to make a line across the map. Okay, so there is some in that spider area off to the east that I was looking at. Okay. All right, so there's that. So we have all those selected. I usually use different iron rod, like reinforced iron plates. I don't want to use screws. I usually do a recipe that avoids screws, which is probably the stitched iron plates. Just use copper instead of screws, copper wire, and then maybe even use a different wire recipe. But so stitched iron plates. And do I use a different copper wire recipe? Wire, not copper wire, just wire. Fused wire. Did I already say I was using this? I think I actually do already have that. Caterium wires. Yeah, fused wire is the most efficient use of resources, I think. What about iron plates? Isn't there like a coated iron plates? No, I think I just keep this simple. I think I just do normal iron plates. Everything else uses steel or rubber or something I don't want to mess with. Okay. Look at this crazy complicated build. All right, so I do still need some screws for rotors and motors. All right, do I use any alternate recipes for motors, stators, and rotors? Let me check that. I think I usually do the normal motor recipe. Yeah, I don't even have another one unlocked. I think I have one here. Rigger motor. I do not like using crystal or making crystal oscillators, so that's probably why I've avoided that recipe. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm going to use a different recipe there. So motors is normal. Rotors and stators, though, I think I might do an alternate one because I don't want to use screws. I got to use steel if I want to do this steel rotor, which is the only one that doesn't use screws. So a bunch of wire. Copper sheets. Steel rotors. How much steel are we using in this build so far? Where is steel? God, just navigating. You know the game's complicated when you use a calculator to make it easier and you still can't find what you're looking for. Compacted coal. Where's steel? Here, steel. I currently need 40 foundries for all the compacted steel. Okay. It's not that many ore miners, thankfully. It is... How much coal mining is it? It's two things. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, so if I add another steel thing to it, it's probably fine. All right, so it's, what is that called? Steel motors? Steel rotors. Even if you don't like making the oscillators, but does it have more output to make it worth? I'm not even going to check because that's how much I dislike making oscillators, Gunther. I really don't like oscillators. I'm not even going to check. Stators. Do I do the normal one? Quick wire stators is more efficient with my steel, but uses more caterium. But I have fused quick wire, so okay, let's do quick wire stators. I think that's better. Hello? Quick wire stators. You found that calculator impossible to read and had more fun slapping stuff down and balancing it. My problem is I like to say semi-organized, and even though this is a big old mess, I can kind of organize it in a factory. Whereas if I just slap stuff down, I don't know how much of what I need. And this is me trying to avoid math on stream. Even though this kind of looks like math on stream. This is me trying to avoid it. Alright. This is me making the computer doing the work. Okay, so steel rotors. I think I do want to do a different wire build. Yes, I think I want to do the fused wire is way more wire per material, I think. Yeah, 1 caterium for 30, 4 copper for 30, compared to 1 for 2. So fused wire we're using. This just looks like spaghetti to you? It is going to be a little spaghetti, yes. It's math, can confirm. Some of your best friends are math. Okay, nice. All right, I think I'm close to getting all of my alternate recipes. Modular frames. Do I use an alternate modular frame recipe? Steeled frames. I think I might do the normal modular frame recipe here, so I don't have to use more steel pipes. Reinforced iron plates. Although it's less reinforced iron plates, but it uses steel. I'd rather use more iron than more steel, I think. So I think I use the normal one, but I might use a different iron rod recipe. Let me see. I only have the basic one. Do I have a... Let's see what this unlocked. Turbo electric motor. Was this the one I wanted? No, I wanted pressurized, I think. Yeah, that's the one with the thing. Okay, well, that's okay. We keep that there so that when we do my last hard drive, we hope that we hit the other one. I'm looking for iron rods. I think there's steel rods that I don't... Oh, there's aluminum rods. I don't think I want to use that. Trying to limit my aluminum usage. It's a 1-to-4 ratio, and we're doing like a 1-to-1 ratio on steel. I think I'm going to grab this. Do I want to grab this one? I think that might actually be better than just iron rods. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think I am going to do steel rods for this. I just said I'm trying to limit steel, but... Steel rods will use less iron in the long run. Need some high-speed connectors? Well, there's a belt of them not moving. That must mean I have thousands in reserve. It'll be fine. You keep your stuff balanced until turbo motors. After that, nothing stayed in cute numbers or close to, and you had a lot of stealing plastic from a backed-up belt. Yeah, that's what I don't want to do. That's what I've done in previous playthroughs, and I'm trying to avoid running out of things. That's why I'm trying to build these big factories without pulling from other factories. My entire goal is to not run out of items and be like, well, now I just have to sit here and wait for an hour to make enough X. Good luck keeping it neat, yes. Okay, how are we doing on alternate recipes? I think I'm almost done with alternate recipes. Silica. I think I use pure silica. Cheap silica. Am I using alumina solution that makes silica? No, I don't think so. Cheap silica. I don't know that I care about this. We're using concrete or limestone in something, right? Quartz. Where's limestone? I'm pretty sure I saw limestone being used for concrete for something. Where is limestone? Here it is. Wet concrete. I'm already using a couple things there. I think I'm just going to keep... I think the silica's fine. I think we do the normal silica for that. Yeah, limestone ends up being a limiting factor and quartz does not. So you think cheap silica is not good? I think I agree with you. I think we keep it as the normal silica. Wet concrete, we're using iron plates. Did I check iron plates? I think I checked that I want to use the normal ones there. Yes, everything else I don't really care for. Although I think steel cast plate is cheaper iron-wise, so maybe I do want to use that. If I'm trying to limit my iron usage, let's actually use steel cast plates. Let's do that. No, I think I had packaged something. Was it packaged nitrogen? Or did I get rid of the packaging I had to do? Packaged nitrogen gas, which means I needed fluid tanks, which is using aluminum. I think there's a better... I don't want to use aluminum for that. Fluid tanks. Is there really not an alternate for fluid tanks? And do I really have to use fluid tanks for this? I have to package the gas, the nitrogen gas for turbo pressure motors. Really? You can pipe the gas around it. It doesn't matter about head lift, so it can travel miles. What are we talking about? I need fluid tanks to package the nitrogen gas. That's really weird. I guess I can't, you can't pipe it into there. I don't have to package it. I'm pretty sure I have to package it for this recipe. I think the reason I'm making packaged nitrogen gas because it's literally a requirement for pressure motors, which I haven't unlocked yet, by the way. So I'm pretty sure I am required to do that. I think I haven't unlocked something, but I think I am actually required to use fluid tanks for this recipe, which is really annoying. Because it's using extra aluminum I don't want to use. Okay, I don't think I can alternate recipe that. Manufacturer doesn't have a fluid intake, yeah. Sounds like a terrible recipe to you then. Well, I've already planned around it, and this is me avoiding having to do any oil, actually. I don't think, as annoying as that is, I think this recipe has avoided having to do any oil. So my goal is to minimize resources used and not use oil if I can help it. And I think I've avoided oil. I think this might be my final recipe. Final answer. Nothing I need to do with nitrogen gas or anything. 10 nitrogen gas extractors. That's a lot, I think. I don't know if there's an alternate pressure conversion cube. No, there's only one of those recipes. Oil is the best. It pollutes the most and makes the most money for some companies. Okay. Did I check if I use an alternate radio control thing? Yes, I did. All right, I think I'm good. I'm like, keep going over this like I'm going to change it. Pretty sure I'm not using any alternate alkyd aluminum sheets. I think I checked that. And now I'm just kind of going back over. Yeah, there's only one recipe for that. All right. All right, so now I need to organize this mess. And I hope I can save this, because this will be a huge pain if I can't. And there's so many cross-referencing things going to different places. This is such a pain. All right. Keep those two guys together. I'm trying to have as few lines crossed as possible. Speaking of spaghetti. All this to make one turbo motor. This is 10 turbo motors a minute. That's part of the reason why it's so complex. Why I need as many resources as I need. This is 10 a minute. That's what this plan is for. Because I know I'm going to need I know I'm going to need a bunch of turbo motors for whatever, for something. Okay. I think that's as organized as I'm going to get it. Yeah, print screen. Yeah, it's so tiny I couldn't print screen. I think you can save this. Bookmark this in. Do I have a Satisfactory thing? I don't know, put it in stream stuff for now. All right, because I think it saves the alternate recipes. It doesn't save me moving stuff around, but... All right, now the question is, how do I figure out where I want to set up? I think I take all the resources, see what I need, put all the resources together so I can see how much I need, and then plan my basing around that. So, water. Water, coal, bauxite, deuterium, sulfur, iron. I think there's compacted coal somewhere here. Yeah, compacted coal, but that's just sulfur and coal here. Any other raw resources? Copper. And I think that's all the mining. Is that right? Limestone over here. Okay. This helps me have, as much of a pain in the arse this was, this lets me go, okay, how many miners of each resource do I need? And it's at least some kind of organization. Let's line these up on top of each other. Limestone, copper, bauxite, coal, water, iron, and deuterium. Basically, I need everything but oil and uranium here. So what's the hardest one? The hardest one is I need 772 bauxite a minute. So I think, looking at your map you linked, Gunther, I think my best source of bauxite is going to be here, and I think there's some over here. Is there any nitrogen over here I haven't made use of? Because we also need a lot of nitrogen. We're using all of those nodes of nitrogen. I think there might be nitrogen over here too. I think what I need to do is I need to go put a radio control thing. Where's my closest radio thing here? I can see all the resources. God, there's too much junk on the map. What does the radar thing look like? Looks like that, radar tower. Surely I have one around here that's showing me all these resources. Where is it? I want to see its radius. Where's the radar tower? Here it is. So there's the radius there. So if I were to go put out a radar tower, like I think I need one down here and I need one up here. So I'm going to take, before we start building, I need more hard drives. Because I'm pretty sure, unless this just hits the turbo, the electromotor I want, it did not. I don't have the one I want unlocked. Instant plutonium. Doc and Back to the Future, Emmett Brown would love that. All right, so let's go. We're going to go put down some radio towers. Down here, maybe down... Down here, over here, and then up here. Because I just need to see more resources. Do I have the stuff to make a radar tower? Under architecture... Never remember this damn thing is. Where are you, radar tower? Is it organization? Yes, for some reason there. Yes, I do have this stuff for it. Okay. So let's go. Let's take our... we're actually going to play the game now, chat. Aren't you all excited? It's time to actually play the game. Let's go over here. Flying this way. Now we get to see our lag. Trying to move around on the map. Holy lag, Batman. Even with my new video card. Holy lag. That's our tower of power over there. Do I have power lines over here? Jeez. This is what I get for ultra settings. I don't think I have power lines over here, so I think I need to bring power lines this way. Definitely need to blow the forest up. Definitely. Okay, let me see here. I need power lines. I want to go straight south from here to place a thing down there. So do I have power lines somewhere I can grab off of? I have not set up power anywhere around here, it seems. I also want to be scanning for... Thank you for not attacking. Where's my scanner? I want to be scanning for hard drives. There we go. All right. Keep an eye out for hard drives as we get power brought down. I should have power somewhere over here that I can take a big power line off of. Wow, I really haven't set up power over here. Part of a map I have not colonized, or whatever you want to call it. Pretty sure I've already gotten that one, that's why it's not showing up. Okay, I can grab power off of this train station and take a big power line south. If I hold R, I can select my scanner easier. Do I have to be in this screen? Holding R is not doing anything for me. So I don't know how that's supposed to work. Okay, so can I take power line off of you? Yes, I can. Beautiful. All right, so we're going basically straight south with this. It might be V. Okay, I'll try that in a second. V. Talking about this? That's scanning for... That's a different type of scanner, I think. Alright, we're going south. Train track should bring power. Yes, I know. But I don't want to build a train track. Building a train track out to the middle of nowhere? Talk about slow way of getting power somewhere. Alright, going straight south to place a radar tower down here somewhere. Wow. Okay. Loading, man, loading. Alright, where am I placing this radar tower? While I'm out here doing this, probably just a little bit further straight south we place one. So I can find resources for other builds in the future. Keep heading south. put this way up here so I can actually like see it if I'm out in the wilds. Hold LMB up with the scanner then. Okay. Oh, this. Okay, cool. Yes, that worked. I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you. Radio towers like to be up high. Okay. Good reminder. All right, let's see what our distance is from our last radio tower. So I'm not overlapping too much. Okay, this is a pretty good place for one. Do I maybe want to go up there? So how does it have a larger radius the higher it's up? Higher it is? Or is it just so it's not blocked? I love rocket fuel in my jetpack, by the way. It's doing work to get me higher than my last jetpack used to do, or other fueling. Just so it isn't blocked. All right, well, I'll put it up here just for the lulz. Okay, let's get on the global grid here. Okay, do I have a radar tower anywhere on my bar? That would be convenient. Yes, I do. Nice. Trying to get it on the corner, bro. Oh, come on. There. All right. There we go. And there's basically nothing but iron and limestone down here. That's fine. That's fine. Little coal over there that I haven't used. All right, so now I want to go over about here-ish. Basically, we're mapping... I should have done this a long time ago. We're basically mapping our map. Mapping the resources on our map. How far does that one go? Down to about where the water is. So if I put one... God, mousing over stuff and this is annoying. If I put one like right down around here, that should cover everything there. So basically straight west, east directions. How do they work? Remember, if you click on the tower, you can see how many hard drives are in that radius. Oh yeah, when I hovered over, it was showing stuff. I don't know if you all noticed if there were hard drives that it was showing. That coal you haven't used is where you put in your first coal power plant back in the day. The sulfur was great to make compacted coal early. Nice, that's cool. Could have made a pun there, but I didn't because I'm me. And puns are bad. I'm cool. Damn, I thought I was landing on it. Mercer Sphere, I see. I should go grab that. Just sitting on the ground over here. Somebody left their beach ball. Gather 150 Mercer Spheres. Cool. Alright, where am I? I said around right down here, I think, right? Yeah, right around where that sulfur is, so a little bit more south. East, southeast-ish. I'm sure I have power over here, because I'm mining a lot of this stuff. I don't know where my power lines are. Oh, I see one over there. Okay, well, I'll do this anyway. Could never have too many power lines, you know? Oh god, I'm about to run out of fuel. Oh, I'm falling. Okay, alright, it's fine. There we go. Yep, and there's power lines over here. Okay, good. Like a true, I don't care about the environmentalist person. The more power lines, the more concrete, the better. Alright, where am I going? Right over here to place a radar. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of clearing out the map of hard drives, because I am not seeing any as we go around. I feel like that scanner range is actually not that great, to be honest. Let's go a little bit west of this. I haven't blown up nearly enough trees and forests to be a true environmentalist. True, true. I need to explode more stuff. Right around here? Yeah, where's my highest elevation around here? Yeah, right up here is good. Oh, there's Sam ore right here. Nice. Not Sam ore. Strange alien material. Sam. Is this a purple slug? Yeah. Okay. I have a power line down here I can grab off of, I think. No! Why would you autosave right... Autosave, I swear. It's always the worst possible time every time. Oh, you're in the middle of falling to your death? Let me autosave so you lag and crash and die. Thanks. Thanks, autosave. Of course, this game lags like crazy no matter what version of a... What amazing new graphics card I have. Doesn't matter. This game will just lag all to hell, apparently. Have to look forward to the amazingly optimized Factorio to not have to lag in a game, I guess. Alright, what do we see? Alright, we got... That nitrogen's claimed. What I really need... I think this next factory I'm going to build is going to be over here, because there is bauxite available. We can get some copper, and there's probably iron over here. Where do I want to go? Circle covering that. Weak signals found. Oh, wait. There are 6 hard drives in that area. Okay. What about in this area I'm looking at? Alright, the map on this game sucks. Like, I have to move away from being next to this to be able to mouse over it. That's such a bad design, I feel like. It says there is 1 hard drive. Okay, well, who knows where the hell it is, so... Jesus, I hate this map in this game, man. The lag might be an SSD or a RAM thing. I have a new SSD in an NVMe slot, so I hope it's not that. Okay, so right in the middle of over here, I need to place a thing. So that's east, north, east. Let's grab power lines from over here somewhere. Apparently I need to explore in the red forest more, because it looks like that's where a bunch of hard drives I haven't gotten are located. It's a very corporate-looking tower of power. Well, I thank you. I worked very hard on putting all those glass walls on there. Use the blueprint feature. And I think it looks pretty awesome. The company should be proud. Fix It Incorporated. I am a good robot employee. Alright, I see another Mercer Sphere. But maybe I don't have enough RAM. Although I feel like I have a decent amount of RAM in my system, but whatever. Whatever. It's no big deal. It's just lag in a game that's always going to be laggy. I feel like this game has always had optimization issues. Like, it's never just been the best optimized game. For what it's worth, you don't remember struggling with lag at all. Well, okay, maybe my PC just sucks then. Gotta upgrade my hard drive. I've upgraded my graphics card and my hard drive over the last month and a half. By a significant amount, I believe. I don't think I care about exploding this, do I? Oh, there's a hard drive up there. Maybe I haven't gotten that one. Let's find out. I think I have gotten it because not giving me a beep. Yeah, we've gotten this one. Okay. If you're wondering why the flora and fauna is not attacking me, although the flora kind of is, I put it on peaceful mode. I proved I can kill things, I just don't want to mess with it anymore. It's just a pain in the arse. I can place here, I saw. There it is. Right there. It's floating in the sky, I bet. This zone, I don't know that I have proved I can survive because I think the last time I went to the zone, I died to ridiculous spiders. So my excuse is I hate the spiders and I don't want to mess with them anymore. So, where did I want to place this thing? Kind of over in this area. You think it's SSD for autosaves because that's what it has to send info to your storage. For most anything else, the game can live entirely in RAM if you have enough. It'll be very interesting if you can actually stall your CPU with Factorio. This marsh is omega dangerous. You hated it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm just being a bum and playing on peaceful mode. Hard drive over there I don't have. Let's go get the hard drive. So glad even those little things don't attack me on peaceful mode. I'll be playing peaceful on Factorio too. I think peaceful mode is the way... What is this thing? Heck modular frame. Is the way where they don't attack you unless you attack first, I think. Beautiful. Grab whatever's down on the ground here. Prove I've been here. I play automation games for the automation, not for the combat. Although the combat's pretty good in this game, but it's really tedious and not that much variety to it. So that's my excuse. Combat's boring, that's why I'm being a scrub and playing on easy mode. All right, so I want to set up a radar tower here. There is no high ground here, so I wonder if I need to go set up over there. I wonder if putting it up on that would be better or not. I'm almost out of gas mask filters. I have 6. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, there's some really creepy music, too, going on here. Maybe creepy is the wrong word. Tense? The creatures on Factorio are better thought out and are fun to deal with rather than being annoying like this. I don't know. They annoyed the hell out of me every time I try to build something. Beep, 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 beep. You have to deal with incursions. Oh, I'm trying to build, game. That's what I remember. Maybe I just am not a fan of fighting in automation games in general because it's such a... It's always interrupting something you're working on. Okay, yeah, this place has some good resources. Is there nitrogen anywhere? Nitrogen gas. Okay. Copper. We got bauxite. Got some iron. I don't know if this nitrogen is going to be enough for what we need. But this is looking promising for doing this factory somewhere over here. Let's go up and do one more radar tower up around this little water area. And that'll be the last one I think we'll need to do. Because we should have the resources we need after that. You didn't have any lag even when the autosave was going on? How much FTL? You would like the weapons to be 4x as powerful, then you would leave combat on. Otherwise, it just takes too long. I agree with that. It's all your weapons kind of, I don't want to say suck, but they kind of suck. Even the highest tier ones. I mean, the ones that the like auto lock on weapons are pretty cool and fun, but they take forever to kill anything. So. Doesn't feel like you can get powerful enough in Satisfactory. Factorio, when you run around the lasers auto kill stuff, that's cool. They do distract you from planning a lot if you don't clear a lot of them out early and wall off to keep them away from your pollution cloud. I think it's the fact that it's the pollution cloud where it's you have to control your building. Who wants to control their building? Who wants to do that? Not me. I don't know. I don't know what it is about. I like when I heard that Dyson Sphere projects added like little robots you have to fight. People are like, "Oh yeah, it's so great. You now have combat you can do." I was like, I don't know if I'd even like that. That would distract me from the building I want to do. So I don't know. I'm just not sure if I like combat in my factory games, in my automation games. I'm not sure. I feel like I like it to a small extent, and then I get tired of it and turn it off because I just want to build. Oh man, do we have a... I wonder if we have some geothermal power I haven't exploited yet. Yeah, we do! Okay, that's not the scanner for that. It's V. We must exploit geothermal power at all points. All right, we have 3 here. All right, short little break to get geothermal power. I don't think I have that on my bar. Power. A player's in the way, a creature is away. Well, guess we're gonna have to do some combat. Yo! Die to candy canes. Where'd you go? Wait, I thought they're supposed to attack you if you attack them first. He just seemed like he was running away. Candy canes. What's up, Shogi? Yes, remember we did that little Seasonal stream where they had candy canes. We made candy canes as our new offense. Okay. It's free power. It's free real estate, chat. All right, where's the other one? It was right down here somewhere, wasn't it? There it is. All right, nice, quick, and easy free power. You gotta love it. Sadly, personal laser defenses now suck. They do? They nerfed that? You got a brief slowdown when the autosave procced, and the EA it used to literally freeze for the entire 5 seconds it took for the save. In 1.0, you found it just blipped very briefly when it started to save. Wow. Maybe you just have a way better system than mine, because mine is definitely more than just a blip. Right, I want to go further up there. Although usually it's usually when I'm like running. Maybe the autosave is only when terrain's trying to load. I'm trying to like justify the bad performance on my PC. My PC's old. It's probably just my old PC, to be honest. Okay, yes, it's by this water up here. I wanted to do this. You always felt that for this game, at least, the combat was included obligatorily. Like, that's the sort of thing a video game is supposed to have. Oh, like they put it because they thought they should, not because they actually wanted to. Yeah, it could be that. Let's go place it with a little bit of verticality right over here. Like the combat is an afterthought. I could see that. Just kind of tacked on at the end. It's really the automation that the game's all about. Automation? That's not a word. Okay. Yes, I know I'm just leaving slugs, but I have so many power, whatever they're called, that I don't even care. Unless it's a purple slug. Alright, that looks centered to me. Christmas cheers coupled with Christmas fear, candy cane style. Krampus would be happy. Alright. There is so much iron in the desert, and not much else, to be honest. Water there. Okay, I think we got a decent amount of the map covered. Now looking at the map is going to be even more hard to figure out where stuff is, because there's just now it's all crowded. They warn you when it's going to take an autosave because it makes everyone take a blip. It's not just me. Yeah, but it feels like mine lags more than what it sounds like I Watch FTL is describing. Okay. So, let's take a look at our resources we need again. Limestone, copper, bauxite, coal, water, iron, deuterium, sulfur. All right, so it looks like the main challenge is going to be getting enough bauxite and, oh wait, nitrogen. Where's the nitrogen? The nitrogen is here. Nitrogen and bauxite are going to be the annoying ones that we might not, or we might need to pipe some extra over. So there. All right, so there's nitrogen. I'll probably save that for last. Last to deal with, because I might need to pipe extra from elsewhere. So I think, how do I want to start this? How do I want to start this build? Maybe with the most annoying part, which is the aluminum. We're building some factory stuff in this factory building game. What a time to be alive, I know, right? My lag does seem to be unusual. You haven't noticed it that bad on other streams you've watched? Yeah, I don't know why it's so bad. I think it might be a combination of my old motherboard and CPU, not enough RAM, and something like that. That's what I'm going to go with. Let's build a MAM. Oh, it's almost break time though. So, all right. What we're hoping to unlock is, I think it's called pressurized electric motors. No. I was hoping that one wouldn't show up again so fast when I'm trying to get the other electric turbo motors. Okay, so we still haven't unlocked the one I need. Let me see if there are any. There are two. Let's before I start building, I need to get some more hard drives. Man, I wish it like told me where those things are. It's just somewhere in the giant circle that I can't get because the map in this game effing sucks. No offense, designers of this game. Oh wait, I think I do have an extra one, don't I? I think I did get a couple more, didn't I? Let me see. I have one more. Okay. Let me get one more before we go on break. Somewhere in this giant circle, there are 2 hard drives. You're running with 64 gigabytes of RAM these days. Why not? Okay. Writing data to storage would be a matter of CPU speed, bandwidth to the SSD, and the write speed of the SSD itself. The whole thing will be only as fast as the slowest one of those. Okay. Let me just kind of go make a circle with my scanner on, I guess. If only you could, like, ping for hard drives like you can ping for other resources. That would be... make it less of a pain to find. But I guess you can visually see the Rex. Well, I mean, I updated my SSD into an NVMe slot, but I will say when I upgraded it, I was told that my motherboard SSD NVMe port is not the latest generation. So it's faster than it was, but it's still worse than it could be. Basically, I need a newer motherboard. I think any slowness I have is an issue of my motherboard, to be honest, because it's an old motherboard. Yeah, this is the one I haven't got over here. How do I turn on lights? G, F, E, L, B. I'm not sure what B for lights is. B for flashlight. I don't know why I didn't just know that. I should have just known that. B for because I can't see. Hard drive is trolley here. Yeah, it's off in the middle of the water. Once you get to the point of I need a new motherboard, you're better off replacing motherboards, CPU, RAM, and power supply in one go. Yeah. And that is all very expensive, and I'm not doing any of that. Not until I have a job that pays more than full-time small streamer pays. Which hopefully will be soon. I just need to get off my lazy butt and get more applications filled out. Flashlights are batteries. That's how you think of it. Okay. All right, so there's one more in this area. What about down here? It says there's 3 more in that area. All right, let's go to where the 3 more are. Once I find 1 or 2 more, we'll call it good, take our first break, and then start the construction on this crazy turbo motor factory. Gets job, can afford new PC parts. Gets job, doesn't have time to game. That is my worry about finding a new job, is I kind of want to find something that's part-time so I can at least continue streaming semi-regularly, but I'm more concerned with finding a job that makes better money than I've made the last 7-8 years. So if that means it's full-time, then that means I won't get to stream that much. Adult life in a nutshell? True, true. But it might mean I enjoy my gaming more if it's not my job anymore. and it's just something I do for fun when I'm not working my arse off, like probably everyone in chat does all the time. All right. So I got one along this river, marsh, whatever you want to call it. At one point, there's probably another more over here. Is that a Mercer sphere over there? One over this way. Okay. Purple thingy. If you're not streaming, who will you complain to about your gaming? I'll have to interact with real life people again. Spiders. Oh, not spiders. Explodey, scary, annoying bugs. Man, imagine having to fight all this stuff. Guys who are literally irradiated if you're near them. Explodey bugs, probably spiders around here too. Yeah, this biome sucks. I hope this is the worst biome. Oh, there's another one. I think I'm hearing a giant something slither around over there. What the hell is that? Superposition oscillator. Well, I don't think I've unlocked that yet. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure I don't have a way to get any of those yet. One superposition oscillator. What am I using for hard drives? I don't remember. Maybe that. And red, because scary, I guess. Didn't actually change the color. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Reminds you of traversing NMS planet. No Man's Sky on high speed on your last rig. Those hitches sure were awful anytime you had to load up new portions of texture, yeah. That sounds worse. This will shock you, but you blew a lot of this marsh up. Really? Would never expected that after you told me you blew up all of the red forest. Why would you do such a thing? You love these ridiculously horrible biomes. You love them. Okay, there's another one over here somewhere. Up top here, maybe? Oh, it's right here. Nice. Hey, there's the little doggo. 400 megawatts of power. That's a lot of power. Geez, how many... how many freaking things is that? Can I just bring my power grid over here rather than building a bunch of bio things? I think I'm going to do that. My closest power thing. Where's the big power line thingy? Have it here somewhere. Somewhere on this multiple bars of stuff is a big power cable. Ah. Oh, I have it as a... whatchamacallit? A blueprint. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to connect this to the global grid. There. That's what I'm supposed to do. Let's do what I'm supposed to do. There. Alright, so if I connect this to global grid, we'll be fine. Ooh, geothermal power. I think. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll grab that on the way back as well. Love me some free geothermal power. That's kind of a lizard, though. You wonder how it tastes. I would never eat Reggie the lizard doggo. Shogi might. Unfollow, unlike, unsub. There we go. All right, so that should get us access to power over there. And did this scanner not show that geothermal? Oh, it kind of does, actually. Okay. Big, giant spiders. Do not want, do not like. Stay away from me. Okay, Ren, you might be right. Thanks, Reggie, the cute lizard doggo. We protect Reggie at all costs, you know it. Not because I'm that much of a dog person, but my friends are, so. I got bit by a dog one time, so that's my excuse for not being a huge dog lover like many people are. Getting bit by a dog is, you know, not fun. It wasn't a bad bite, but it was enough to make me be like, okay, dogs are wild animals that want to attack me if I'm not careful, so. Wow, they don't even attack when you attack them. Now that's... I feel even a little bad about that myself. At least in Factorio, when you attack something, they'll attack you back. Alright, there are only 2 of those. Oh my god, am I stuck? Oh my god. Don't go inside of it while it's building, apparently. Okay, just 2 here. Okay. Free power. There we go. And now we have power to this thing. So I can go grab this last guy, and then it'll be break time. You think I'm on passive mode? You can go to retaliate mode if you want them to fight back. Oh, okay. I won't do that while I go on break. But when we come back, remind me to turn it to retaliate mode. Alright, enjoy the beautiful view of this swamp while we GG cookie time. We have mapped more resources. We will start... oh, wait, let me do our MAM real quick. Our MAM just finished. Let me get that going since it's going to be dead time while I'm AFK. See what we unlocked here before we go on break. Super State Computer. That's a new one. Well, both new, neither ones that I'm looking for. How many more hard drives do I have? 3 more. We'll get that going. I'm going to dismantle this power line. I don't think I need this one, do I? No, I don't need this one. Or that one. But y'all, enjoy the view. Grab a drink, grab a snack. I'm Sam Stretchy's Restaurant. When we come back, we will start our turbo motor build, which is going to be a crazy, crazy build. Enjoy chair ad time. See you in a bit, my friends.